Hey guys, this is a proper task guide for Anesthesia. For this task, you have to mark 3 separate trading posts with MS-2000 markers on shoreline and then survive an extract from the location. This is one of the repetitive shoreline tasks that forces you to head to the exact same locations over and over again, and the locations are the pier, the cottages, and the health resort. So here we go again. So you will need 3 markers in order to do this task. If you do have to buy markers, then you can go to Prapor Level 1 and hit the S at the bottom of his tab in order to filter by special equipment. And then here you will have the MS-2000 markers. They will cost you around 15k each, and for this task you will require 3 of them. And so here's a map of shoreline, and on this map I do have the 3 trading posts marked, and the first location that I will show you guys is at the pier, and my PMC will be starting just outside the pier on the main road. And then I will be bringing you guys up to Sanitar's house where we will mark our second trading post, and then lastly we will be going up to the health resort. So I'm here on shoreline, and then the resort is just up here, and then this is where the gas station that's always on fire is. And so where we have to go is just down this road past the Jeep and also the guard shack. And then just in front of the entrance to the pier building, you will notice a stretcher on the right hand side. And then also on the right of the stretcher is going to be some med boxes. Once you get up close to this area, then you should get a prompt to plant either on the stretcher or the med boxes or anywhere in between. And then after the plant is completed here, then we can move on to the other 2 trading posts, which I will be showing you guys how to get to each location from here in this video with it being sped up. So going back up the road that you took to get down to the pier, we will be going up to Sanitar's house. We are going to be going past the gas station and then continuing behind it. We are going to get up to the top of the hill behind the gas station where you will see a large rock formation, and this is what is typically referred to as spine. And the reason why I am showing you guys the guide like this is because if you are new, then it can be very easy to get turned around on this map since it basically is a running simulator, and I figured that this would be better for the newer players. After we get up on top of this spine area, then you can see the power station on our right, which is where there can be 2 sniper scavs that spawn up on the top of that building. And then on our left, if we continue on this diagonal path, is where you will see construction, which is within this blue fenced in area. Just beyond that blue fenced in area is going to be Sanitar's house just on the left of that. And I figured I would mention it just so that you guys know and that you can keep it in the back of your mind, is that there is a chance that Sanitar and his guards can spawn at any of the 3 locations that you have to go to for this task. So if you do hear a bunch of gunfire or voice lines as you approach one of these areas, it could definitely be them, so just be prepared for a fight. So as we come up to Sanitar's house, the trading post is going to be directly in front of the house itself, and you will notice a table, and just beside the table you will see the boxes on the ground beside it, and this is where you will have to place the markers. Now this area is also very exposed to anybody who's sitting up on the mountain looking down towards Sanitar's house, so just be aware of that. And after you've completed marking this area, then we will head up to the health resort in order to find our last trading post that we have to mark. Just so that you guys know, you do have to survive until the green text timer is off of your screen from planting. If you do die while it's still in the bottom center of your screen, then you will have to come back and then replant that specific marker. However, you do not have to mark all 3 of these trading stations in the same raid. You can always come back in multiple raids and do them over as many raids as it takes for you to get all 3 of them planted successfully. You will have had to survive an extract at least 1 time successfully from the time that you accept this task to the time that you place your final marker in order to fully complete it. So if you did happen to die every time that you came to shoreline in order to place your markers, then you will have to come back 1 more time in order to just survive an extract from a shoreline raid successfully. So for the final trading post, as we come up to the health resort, then this is where the helicopter is located, and then the west wing is going to be here on our left, and then the east wing is going to be on the opposite side there on the right, and then in behind these 2 buildings and also the bridge is the admin building. Where we do have to go is underneath the bridge that connects the east and the west wings, where you will see an ambulance, and then just behind the ambulance on the right hand side you will see a stretcher with boxes next to it. Now as you approach the stretcher, then you will get the prompt to place your marker down, but just be aware that this is probably going to be the riskiest area for you to mark, since this is primarily where a majority of PMCs go to, and then they can look out any of the balconies or windows in this area, either in west wing, east wing, or admin, in order to look at this area, which is very well known that players have to come to for tasks. So after you've placed your marker and then the green text is gone from your screen, then you will be good to head to extraction. And keep in mind that you can mark the trading post in any order that you want. I just showed you guys this order because I find most of my spawns are on the weather station side of the map, and I also have better luck going to the resort last, which translates to being later on in a raid instead of rushing right to the resort immediately in order to battle it out with the resort mains. Unless of course I am trying to get shoreline eliminations at the same time, then I would reverse this route to maximize my PvP potential. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. Hopefully you found this guide useful and it did help you to complete this task. If you're still here at the end, then I definitely appreciate you, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is just a couple of my different social links in case you guys wanted to connect more easily. I am primarily streaming on Twitch now multiple nights a week. So if you do want to connect with me or my community, that would probably be the easiest way to do so. And if you do come over to the Twitch and you want to join the Discord community, then just type !Discord or cord in the chat in order to get an invite link. And if you don't use Twitch, then I do have a link in the picture as as well as a link below in the description. And we are growing and currently have an active and welcoming community with people of all experience and skill levels, so there will always be someone who could help to answer any questions that you may have. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.